Tonight we're going to talk about Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 through 2. Okay, Genesis is the blueprint of creation, time, causality, consciousness, and form. Genesis 1. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Now think about that. We're not going to rush through this. We're going to think about it because this is the seed of everything. One verse, and it contains the entire metaphysical scaffolding of reality. Let's begin where everything began. In the beginning, Bereshit in Hebrew, in Principio in Latin. Right away, we're presented with two distinct layers of reality. Chronological being one, Bereshit marks a beginning in time, an origin point, the emergence of history, the initiation of a divine sequence. This also echoes modern cosmology, the Big Bang as the birth of space-time. But in Principio gives us a causal metaphysical meaning, the first cause, the initiating logic, the foundational essence of all that follows. It's a philosophical cornerstone. So Genesis is doing more than starting a story. It's declaring that creation begins both in time and in meaning, the when and the why, the event and the principle behind the event. This aligns across various traditions. Plato's world of forms, Aristotle's unmoved mover, St. Thomas Aquinas' first cause, and in modern physics, the initial conditions, the fundamental constraints that shape the entire universe. God didn't just begin time, God is the basis of time. So let's explore further. Section 1, God created, bara. Ex nihilo, God created. The Hebrew term here is bara. This word is unique. It's only used for God. It doesn't mean forming or shaping something that already exists. It means bringing forth something from nothing. In philosophical terms, creation ex nihilo. This is not craftsmanship. It's generation, the calling forth of being itself. In quantum terms, this could reflect vacuum fluctuations, the way particles emerge from the quantum field. In theological terms, it reflects the idea that all structure comes from a pre-structural background. Before matter, there was potential. Before potential, there was principle. Section 2, the heavens and the earth. The heavens and the earth is a statement of cosmic polarity. God created the heavens and the earth. These are not just places, not just sky and ground. This is primordial polarity. Heaven being the active principle of existence and earth being the passive receptive medium. Heaven is the formative realm, mind, intention, vibration, and archetype. Earth is the receptive realm, matter, form, and emergence. This active receptive structure is echoed in the following traditions. Kabbalah, you have Keter, heaven, and Malkuth, earth, from will to manifestation. Taoism, the yang, heaven, and the yin, earth. Plato in his archetypical world of forms, where heaven cast the divine shadow into the earth. Kant's realm of noumena and phenomena represents the heaven and the earth. For heaven is always the seed, and earth is always the soil. Heaven is cause, earth is effect. Heaven is word, earth is womb. This is the metaphysical engine of creation, a dynamic interplay of opposites. So Genesis 1:1 is not just telling us what God did, it's telling us how everything works. Section 3, the conditions of the earth, Tohu va'avohu. Genesis 1:2, the earth was without form and void. Hebrew, Tohu va'avohu, formless and empty. This represents the chaos, the undifferentiated potential. This is not failure, this is possibility. Earth, the receptive matrix, exists, but it hasn't been shaped. It is potential without pattern, like the quantum field before collapse, like the subconscious mind before suggestion. This is the passive principle before intention arrives. Darkness upon the face of the deep, section 4. And the darkness was upon the face of the deep. This is one of the most poetic, mythic, and esoteric lines in the Bible. Darkness, from the Hebrew shaketh, not evil, not negative, concealment, the mystery, the unobserved. Deep, tehom, abyss, the primal waters, the chaotic womb of becoming. Linguistically, Tehom echoes the Babylonian Tiamat, the goddess of chaos. But unlike Babylonian myth, God does not battle the deep. He hovers over it. There is no cosmic war, only breath, presence, and intention. This aligns with the Egyptian Nun, the primeval water, with Greek chaos, and with the waters of the cosmic sleep in Hinduism. The darkness is not the absence of God. It is the place of pure receptivity before the Word. Section 5. Spirit of God hovering, breath and vibration. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Let's break this down. Spirit, ruach in Hebrew, wind, breath, and energy. In the Latin, it's spiritus, from spiro, meaning to breathe. This is the divine breath, not static, not a ghost. It is movement, vibration, frequency. It is the invisible motion before manifestation. And what is it doing? Hovering. The Hebrew verb here suggests fluttering, vibrating, oscillating, like the tremble of a tuning fork above still water. Where? Over the face of the waters. Face, pinai, surface, interface, present. Waters, mayim, maya, fluidity, potential, and the receptive field. So spirit is vibrating at the threshold between pure potential and actual formation. This is the breath before speech, the observation before collapse, the divine intention preparing to speak into form. Section 6. Psychological and personal reflection. Genesis can always be seen as a cosmological outlining of the process of creation and nature itself. It's not just cosmology, it's also inner psychology, spiritual psychology. Earth is your subconscious. Heaven, your conscious intention. The spirit is your breath, your awareness, and your divine manifestation and imagination. The waters is your creative potential, your emotion, will, and drive. Before you create anything, you must enter this state. Formlessness, void, stillness, breath. Then from stillness comes the word, your intention, your activity. So where are we at the end of Genesis 1:2? The earth is present but passive. Chaos is present but pregnant with intention. Spirit is moving but has not yet spoken. This is the creative process before the divine sentence, the inhalation before exhalation, the quantum potential before frequency and form. Genesis 1:1-2 is not just the beginning. It is the model for every act of creation, cosmic or personal. First principle, then potential, then breath, then word. And only now are we ready for Genesis 1:3. Then God said, "Let there be light."